They wanted that separate media thing. They wanted what they always claimed that the liberals had, which was a hermetic silo where only their views and their grace notes were hit. And I think that there is a deep underpinning of racial anxiety that informed a lot of Trump voters. And as I've said this before, not every single Trump voter is a racist, xenophobic jerk. Every single racist, xenophobic is a Trump voter.
True.
So
Rick, you know, one of the, I'm just curious how you're sorting through this. Guys like you and me have spent our entire lives pushing back on the belief that there was this subterranean racism in the Republican Party, that it wasn't really about that it was about, you know, whether it was about freedom, whether it was about economics, whether it was about low tax rates, whether it was about the American dream, whether it was about affording everybody, you know, equal opportunity. That's what I believed my entire life. And it is, at least to me, it's been shocking and somewhat embarrassing just how wrong I was all along, that a huge chunk of the Republican Party was exactly what liberals have been accusing us of being for a very long time.
Joe, it's a fight. Like you said, we've both pushed back on it for years and years and years, and said that's ridiculous, that's absurd. We can go back to Dwight D. Eisenhower, and we can go back to Richard Nixon. And, you know, this whole arc that we've pushed back on for years. Well, unfortunately, we were wrong. There is a faction of this party that really wants to hear that message. And you know what? There's a whole industry now in the Trump world of, you know, what I call the coal country Christophs. These people who want to explain away the racial animus that Trump has activated in a lot of these folks and say, oh, it's economic anxiety, oh, it's an aging demographic. No, I'm sorry. There's a part of it we have to call out, and I call it out in the book pretty directly. And if a conservative party wants to survive in the future, it has to purge that. And it has to aggressively and assertively go after people who believe in that stuff, who touch the alt-right, and who are involved in this sort of, you know, explaining away Trumpism in this regard.
Well,